Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Serpa. I am here and I am going to read to you a story about the life cycle of a butterfly, okay? But before we get started, I want to talk about the diagram I made, okay? So the life cycle of a butterfly repeats itself over and over again. The first part of a life cycle of a butterfly, you have an egg, and then the egg hatches and it turns into a larva, and the larva eats and eats and eats and turns into a large caterpillar, then forming a pupa. It goes and makes a shell around it, a hard shell, and it changes inside of that shell, and then the chrysalis breaks open and then it turns into an adult butterfly. That adult butterfly then goes back to laying an egg, and the whole cycle starts over again. Okay, so one word we are going to learn while we are reading the story and we're going to think about is called migrate. The vocabulary word migrate means to move from one place to another, often moving seasonally. So through the seasons like spring, summer, winter, fall. Okay, a sentence that goes along with our story is monarch butterflies migrate to Mexico for winter. Now, it doesn't actually use the word migrate in the story, but they want you to make an inference based on what you know about migrating butterflies and what you've read in the story to figure out what are they actually doing in the story. And they want you to know that they're actually migrating, okay? So that's up to you to figure out. So I'm going to read the story, Magnificent Monarchs. It is by Linda Glaser, illustrated by Gay Holland. All right. Look what I found here in these weeds, a shiny white egg stuck on a leaf. A tiny monarch caterpillar pushes her way out, my soft and wiggly friend. She eats and eats the milkweed leaves. She grows and grows until she grows right out of her small, tight skin. She now has a bigger, looser one. She eats more and more milkweed, and then she grows right out of her skin again, and again, and again. Now she finds a safe place in the shade and hangs upside down like a J. You see the letter J? She sheds her skin once more, and look, a chrysalis has formed. My little friend is safe inside. She stays in there for days and days while her whole body changes in wonderful ways. When she comes out, she's not fat or wiggly. She becomes a monarch butterfly with magnificent wings. Now she's ready for an amazing journey. It's autumn. Autumn is another name for the season fall. She must not get cold. She quickly heads south for a warm winter home. She flies day after day and sips nectar from flowering weeds on the way. She meets other monarchs, all heading south. They gather like tan and orange leaves, resting a while on butterfly trees. On and on my little friend goes, flying thousands of miles to Mexico. What an amazing flight for a little one so thin and light. Millions of monarchs gather here, where all their great-grandparents came last year. They all rest close together, staying warm until spring. Then my little friends start back north again. Here she finds young milkweed plants. She lays her eggs at last. There's a tiny little egg. I hope you can see it. Starting the life cycle all over again. Soon a wiggly caterpillar pushes out of the egg a tiny new life, an amazing new friend. Right there. Oh, and that's the end. magnificent monarchs.